Good morning, live weather blog meteorologist Bob Acanfrio here with today's tropical update for Friday, July 16th, 2010. The tropics remain fairly quiet today. I will go over some of that in a moment here. First, I wanted to take a look at the eastern and central United States today. The focus for severe weather today is going to be right along this frontal system here. As this moves east, New York State, northeastern Pennsylvania into New England. This is going to be the first focus for severe weather later today into this afternoon. The other focus for severe weather is again going to be in Minnesota, South Dakota, Wisconsin, northern Iowa as this little disturbance moves through here. This is going to be for later this afternoon into this evening. Take a look at Mike DeFino's latest blog here at Live Weather Blogs. He has a great workup on today's severe weather events. Hot high pressure still in control, Texas, Louisiana, Mississippi, Alabama. Some heat advisories today for this area. We see upper level low moving through South Florida today. This is going to increase thunderstorm activity, especially for Central and South Florida this afternoon. Still see a little coastal trough hanging tough over North and South Carolina here. This could spark off some thunderstorms later this afternoon as they interact with the sea breeze front. The theme for going into this upcoming weekend and early to mid next week is going to be Bermuda High building westward. This is going to really heat up things here in this in the southeast and mid-Atlantic states. We could see a lot of heat advisories going on for this coming week as it gets very hot in here. We also have some heat advisories in effect for Baltimore, Washington, Philadelphia today. They will be heating up today as well. So that's going to be the key for this coming week for the weather for the eastern United States is just hot, very hot weather. Alright, so let's take a quick run through of the tropics today. We continue to focus our attention in the southwest Caribbean, western Caribbean. Large area of mainly disorganized thunderstorms right now. A lot of buildup right in this area here. We've seen this happen a couple times this year with Alex and Tropical Depression number 2. So we're going to continue to watch this area over the weekend into early next week. Really only have one model right now indicating development, and that's the parallel GFS. But nonetheless, we need to watch this area pretty carefully as this is the favorable area for development right now. You see this upper level low right here. This is going to be swinging northwest. So this will allow a little area of high pressure to develop in this area here. So we're going to continue to watch this as well. Looking out in the central Atlantic, we're watching one tropical wave right out here. Pretty big tropical wave, but not much going on as far as thunderstorm activity. It's kind of in this dry air right in this area here. Something to watch for down the road. As it gets towards the islands, we want to watch it. We have another Tut upper low dropping down this way. And this could create a little area of high pressure to the east of it. So if this could get under that area later on, maybe get a little in a better moist environment, it could develop down the road. So just something to watch for. Nothing really going to develop right now. Oh, by the way, the National Hurricane Center gives this area in the southwest Caribbean about a 10% chance of development in the next 24 to 48 hours, and that's about right. This is going to be one of those that we're just going to have to watch for some slow development. And again, just showing you all that dry air in here. See that upper low diving down, and this was our tropical wave out here. You could see pretty void of convection right now, but it's in a little bit of a moisture environment. Again, something to maybe watch for down the road. And we're looking off the African coast, another tropical wave ready to emerge. And you can see these are consistently now emerging 10 north and northward here. So definitely a signal that the Cape Verde season will begin in probably a couple weeks. I'm still thinking the last week of July we might be tracking our first system out here. And quickly our shear map today. One upper level low here. Approaching South Florida, another upper trough right in here. So what will happen is as this moves northwest, this will allow this area to expand a little bit of a high pressure right in here. So that's why we have to continue to watch the southwest Caribbean. And as this one moves west, it could expand an area of high pressure over that other tropical wave out here. So those are our two areas to watch for. And our Saharan air layer, again, courtesy of Sims. Love all these maps that they put out. They're great. We saw our first area of Sal that moved off early in the week, actually late last week. This will be approaching South Florida after this upper low move. South Florida will get into some of this dusty air on Sunday. Then we had a little bit of break here. And then we have another area that pushed off the African coast just recently. And this will work its way west during the week as well. Not as much dust as there was earlier this week, so it definitely has lessened a little bit, but you see the two areas, one here and one here. And since we're having some map fun today, another map I really love. This is the total precipitable water, how much really moisture is out there. This is courtesy of Sims too, and this could really show you how much moisture is in the air. Also can track these tropical waves. So you saw our first tropical wave that we were watching. Actually, there's two. There was one right in this area here, and then that other one that I was watching right out in here. So you could see that. And you can also see the two areas of dry air and dust. That first area right in here, that's moving west. And then we had this other area coming off, very dry air in here. It's a great tool to use, like I said, to watch these tropical waves as they move across from east to west. Last but not least, some models today. We're going to look at the Parallel GFS. This is for a early Tuesday morning, late Monday, and this shows you the development of a system here in the Western Caribbean, and it eventually moves this system, just like Alex, Tropical Depression 2, off this way and towards Mexico, Texas here. Pattern hasn't changed much, still strong high pressure ridge right north here, so anything that does develop in the Western Caribbean is going to get pushed off to the west-northwest. Right now, this is the only model showing development in the Western Caribbean. And we'll end today with the Euro model. I love to watch this model, see the extended forecast here, and was weakening the Azore Bermuda high, and towards the end of the period, you see it start strengthening it again. And though it's moved off more towards the east right now, so we have a little bit of more of a troughiness pattern that may start to develop along the east coast. But what do we see towards the end of this period here for the first time is possibly our first Cape Verde system. Of course, this is 10 days out, but you could see it right in there, and that could be our first system. And this is we'll verify if it does for my last week of July tracking a Cape Verde system. We'll have to see how this develops, but again, signs are showing that I think it's really going to begin to get active here the last week of July. Well, that's about it for today. Thanks for listening. I will have another tropical update tomorrow. Have a great Friday.